Hey, Linda, when are you going to let me hold my grandchild? You and Bob have been married for 3 years already. Please don't make me miserable.
Well, Emma, you're asking for grandchildren this late at night? What's the matter? Did you have a bad day?
I've had a bad day. Because of you, I'm being ostracized by my neighbors.
Excluded?
Yes, my neighbors who are my age all have grandchildren. Every time I see them, they tell me how old they are or how they've started talking. They get together and brag about their grandchildren. Even though I don't have any grandchildren, they must think I'm a lonely, pathetic old woman. Oh, that's so frustrating.
You're thinking too much. The neighbors just genuinely love their grandchildren. I don't think there's any malice in that.
No, they know I don't have any grandchildren. And they're bragging about it on purpose.
Huh?
Hey, Linda, when are you going to have a baby? Do you think you can get pregnant next month or this month?
There's no way you can get pregnant just like you want. It's a gift, you know. As a mother who has given birth, you understand that you can't make a definite schedule, right?
But you've been married for 3 years. Maybe you're slacking off from trying to have a child. Are you getting along with Bob?
I'd like to have a child, and I don't think our marriage is in bad shape.
If that's the case, it's taking too long. Don't you think? My neighbor's son and his wife have only been married for 2 years. She told me that her daughter-in-law is already pregnant with her second child. I'm so jealous.
Well, the piece of having children is different for everyone. I'm going to let nature take its course for both of us.
This is no time to be so carefree. Perhaps there's something wrong with your body.
I'm perfectly healthy.
That's not what I mean. I mean that maybe there's a reason why it's so hard for you to get pregnant.
We won't know until we get us checked out of the hospital.
Then why don't you go to the hospital as soon as possible?
Then he has to go with me.
Huh? Why does he have to go?
Pregnancy is not something a woman can do alone. So I think we need to visit the doctor together.
Well, are you trying to tear his pride to shreds?
Huh?
A man going in and out of the OBGYN clinic is just plain crazy.
Isn't it? I don't think it's crazy at all. I mean, it seems like there are husbands who accompany their wives to their maternity checkups now.
That's only after she's pregnant, right? There's no way you'd send him to an OBGYN when you were not even pregnant yet. I feel sorry for him.
Huh?
You can't have a baby after all, can you?
So I can't say for sure until I get checked out.
Then get it checked quickly. Depending on the case, you may have to consider fertility treatment.
Well, if they find any abnormality, we'll have to consider treatment. I'll get it checked out with Bob next time.
What? Why does Bob have to go?
No, it won't mean anything unless we both get tested. If we don't know which one is the cause of the problem, I don't think there's any point in treating it.
Oh, believe me, I will say exactly what I want. It's just baffling to me how you can be so callous towards your own husband. I mean, really, Linda, do you take pleasure in belittling him?
Look, Emma, I don't appreciate your condescending tone. I have a right to express my opinions and concerns without being attacked.
Expressing opinions? More like launching personal attacks. It's clear that you have no respect for the sanctity of marriage or the bonds of family.
That's quite an assumption you're making there. Just because I don't agree with everything you say doesn't mean I don't value family. We can have differing opinions and still love and support each other.
Love and support? Ha! It's easy for you to say that when you're not even a part of our family. You're just an outsider who happened to marry into it.
I may not have been born into this family, but I've spent years building a life with your son. We've created our own family unit, and it's just as important and meaningful to me.
Oh, how touching. Your little family unit. Well, let me remind you that you will never have the same history, the same traditions, or the same blood ties as us. You're an interloper. Always will be.
I understand that we have different backgrounds, Emma, but that doesn't diminish the love and commitment we have for each other. We've worked hard to blend our traditions and create our own unique family dynamic.
Blending traditions? That's preposterous. You're diluting our family's heritage with your own foreign customs and values.
Our foreign customs and values are just as valid as yours. We embrace diversity and celebrate the richness it brings to our lives. Isn't that something to be proud of?
Oh, I'm sure your little diversity is so impressive. But mark my words, Linda. One day you'll come to regret pushing your husband away with your constant need to challenge and criticize him.
I'm not pushing anyone away. I'm simply advocating for open communication and discussing our issues as a family. That's how we grow and strengthen our relationships.
Well, I hope you're happy with the path you're choosing. Just remember, when your husband finally realizes what he's lost, it'll be too late.
I have faith in our love and our ability to overcome any challenges. We're a team, and together we'll navigate whatever comes our way. Your negativity won't break us.
We'll see about that, won't we? Time has a way of revealing the truth. But mark my words, Linda, I'll be here to pick up the pieces when it all falls apart.
I hope you can find it in yourself to be supportive rather than waiting for our failure. We all deserve happiness and understanding, Emma, including you.
Linda, I'll let you know the result of the family meeting. You get a divorce as soon as possible.
What?
It's decided. The whole family has decided.
When you say the whole family, do you mean just you and Bob, right?
My husband is dead. We'll have to talk about it alone.
Then are you saying he wants to divorce me too?
Yes, of course. He said, if that's what you want, I'll do it. He's a good boy who really loves his mother.
Well, he's completely at your beck and call.
I'm going to find a suitable wife for Bob. I'm going to choose a young and honest girl, not a bratty one like you. It will be easier to get pregnant if she's young. If you can't get pregnant, get out.
Huh? I see. So is Bob coming back here tonight?
Oh, there's no need for you to see me in a week. Trust me, I won't be shedding any tears over your departure. It's quite clear that Bob has already made up his mind about the divorce.
Well, isn't it convenient that Bob is staying at your house today? It seems like you're taking advantage of the situation to push me out even further.
Oh, poor Linda. Can't handle a little inconvenience. It's not my fault that the house is in Bob's name. If you don't leave, you'll be the one causing him trouble.
I understand. I'll make arrangements to leave by the end of the week. You've made it abundantly clear that I'm not welcome here.
Oh, how understanding of you. Finally. It's about time you realized your place in this family.
Don't worry, Emma. I won't forget how you've treated me. But I'll save my tears for when I'm away from this toxic environment.
Tears? Please, save them for someone who cares. You were never really a part of this family anyway.
That may be true, but I've given my all to this marriage. I attended the family meeting you mentioned, hoping for some understanding and resolution. Instead, it seems like it only hastened this outcome.
Oh, the family meeting. Yes, that was quite the eye-opener, wasn't it? It's clear that Bob has had enough of your nonsense.
I've come to terms with the fact that our marriage is ending. I'll make the necessary arrangements to move out and start anew. I wish you and Bob all the happiness you deserve.
Oh, how noble of you, Linda. Starting anew, huh? Well, we'll see how long that lasts. Don't expect any sympathy from me when your world crumbles.
I don't expect sympathy from someone like you. But I do hope that one day you'll realize the importance of compassion and empathy. Until then, I bid you farewell. I'll see you in a week when I come to collect my belongings.
Farewell, Linda. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Linda, Bob is coming back here today. How are the preparations for the move going? He doesn't want to see you. He wants me to go home and pick up some documents for work, but he can't. He's having a hard time.
Oh, please spare me your judgments, Emma. Whether or not I choose to have children is my own personal decision. It's not something for you to criticize or mock.
Well, it's clear that you don't understand the importance of family. Having children is a fundamental part of building a legacy and continuing the family line. It's a shame you can't see that.
Family comes in many different forms, Emma. It's not defined solely by bloodlines or the ability to have children. Love, support, and emotional connection are what truly matter in building a strong family.
Oh, how noble of you to lecture me on the meaning of family. It's quite amusing, really. You couldn't even hold on to your own marriage, let alone understand the significance of having children.
My marital status does not define my worth as a person, Emma. And it certainly doesn't give you the right to belittle me or make assumptions about my future. I have my own dreams and aspirations that extend beyond motherhood.
Dreams, huh? Well, good luck achieving those dreams without a husband or children by your side. I hope you find fulfillment in your lonely, childless existence.
I will find fulfillment in my life, with or without a husband or children. It's unfortunate that you can't see beyond traditional expectations and appreciate the value of individual happiness and fulfillment.
Individual happiness, huh? I suppose that's just another excuse for your selfishness. You've always been self-centered. It's no wonder Bob decided to leave you.
It's clear that you're just looking for reasons to place blame and make me feel inadequate. But I won't allow your words to bring me down. I have confidence in myself and my ability to create a fulfilling life, even without your approval.
Confidence won't fill the void in your life, Linda. You'll see, sooner or later, that you've made a grave mistake. But by then, it'll be too late.
I won't waste any more time engaging this toxic conversation with you, Emma. Our paths have diverged, and I'm ready to move forward. I wish you and Bob the best, and I hope that one day you can find happiness and understanding in your own lives.
Oh, how gracious of you to wish us the best. Just remember, Linda, life has a funny way of teaching us lessons. I hope you learn yours sooner rather than later.
Lessons are indeed a part of life, and I am open to learning and growing, but I won't let your negativity define my journey. Farewell, Emma. May we both find the peace and happiness we deserve.
Linda, long time no see. It's been about 2 years since then. How are you doing?
Who is it?
I'm your mother-in-law.
Huh?
Oh my God. Have you forgotten about me already?
Oh, could it be...
I'm Bob's mother, Emma. I can't tell you how many times I've sent you texts, but it never gets read. I got Bob to give me a new ID.
I'm sure it won't be read. I've blocked you.
Oh no. What a cold daughter-in-law. You're blocking your mother-in-law?
No, we are not a daughter-in-law and mother-in-law anymore. By the way, what can I do for you? We are strangers now. If you don't need me, please don't contact me.
You've been keeping secrets from me, have you?
What? I've never been keeping secrets from you.
Don't lie to me.
I don't know what's going on here.
I witnessed it with my own eyes, so you can't get away with it. How could you hide something so important?
What are you talking about?
Don't be so secretive.
But if you don't tell me that, I won't be able to understand it at all.
You actually gave birth to my grandchild, didn't you?
What? Grandchildren?
That's right. You were having a child without telling us, weren't you? My grandchild. A child with Bob. Why did you hide this from us? And it was a boy.
I didn't have a baby.
There's no point in hiding it.
Where did you see him?
I was at the mall near your parents' house the other day. I saw you walking hand in hand with my grandson.
So I told you I didn't have your grandchild.
There's no point in lying to me now. We've tracked down your house. I'm on my way there now with Bob.
Huh? How do you know where I live?
I followed you and the kid home from the mall. I followed you from behind.
You followed me?
We'll be there in half an hour. So get ready.
What? Prepare?
You should get ready to go home. I'll welcome you as a daughter-in-law once again.
No. I don't understand.
I'm telling you to come back with my grandchild. Prepare as much luggage as you can carry for the time being. Got it? Hi, Linda. I just arrived. Excuse me. I've been ringing your doorbell for a while now. But why don't you open the door?
You can't just show up on the spur of the moment.
What are you talking about? I told you in advance, didn't I?
Even so, it was only 30 minutes ago.
Just hurry up and open the door. Your husband and his mother are here.
And I'm not his wife or your daughter-in-law anymore because we are divorced. Would you please stop rattling the door like that? It's very annoying.
Well, you're still a cocky daughter-in-law. It's your fault for not answering the door. I told you to hurry up and come out. By the way, you have a nice house. A house with a garden where a mother and her child live together. What a luxury. I'm sure you have plenty of room. Me and Bob will move in here and live with you.
This is not my house.
What?
I can't let you come in without the house owner's permission.
What? What kind of nonsense?
There's a nameplate in front of the entrance, isn't there?
Oh, look at that. A nameplate? How absolutely fascinating. It's like we've stumbled upon a hidden clue in this grand mystery of yours, Linda.
What does it say?
Well. It's a surname I've never come across before. Definitely not your maiden name, right? So, This means we've been barging into someone else's house all along? Oh, the plot thickens.
Congratulations, Sherlock. You finally managed to piece together the most obvious of details.
What do you mean? Why in the world are you standing inside someone else's house if it's not yours? Care to enlighten me with your brilliant explanation?
Oh, I can't believe I have to spell it out for you. I'll make it simple. We've been intruding on someone else's private property. Surprise, surprise.
How delightful! You've led us on this wild goose chase, only to discover we're trespassing. Bravo, Linda. Bravo.
Yes, I orchestrated this entire charade just to inconvenience you. It was all part of my master plan.
I don't have time for your sarcasm, Linda. You better start explaining yourself right this instant, or prepare for consequences.
Look, there's a family restaurant conveniently located nearby. Can we please just meet there and have a civilized conversation?
Oh, how considerate of you to suggest a meeting place. Fine. I'll agree to that. But don't think this gets you off the hook. I still demand an explanation for your reckless behavior.
I don't know how to make it any clearer. There's been a mix-up, and we ended up in the wrong house. Can we discuss it at the restaurant, please?
I don't know what kind of mess you've gotten yourself into, but if this isn't your house, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. Fine. I'll wait for you at the family restaurant. And let me make this crystal clear. You better bring my grandchild with you. Understood?
Yes, I understand your demands. I'll meet you at the restaurant and I'll bring the child along. Just give me some time to sort things out and gather my thoughts.
Linda, that's not what we promised. You told me to meet up at the family restaurant. I can't believe you and your grandchild didn't show up at all.
I didn't go, but someone else did, didn't they?
The man who was there on your behalf? What was that about? You are my daughter-in-law, but he talks to me as if you were his wife. It's beyond rude, even though there's a husband and mother-in-law right in front of him. Hey, you're not dating that guy, are you?
We're not dating. We're already married.
Married?
He's my husband, whom I remarried a year ago.
I beg your pardon. That means you don't mean to tell me that man adopted my grandson.
So he is not your grandson.
No. Judging from his age, I think you conceived around the time you and Bob divorced.
But he's not your grandchild.
Why? Oh, I see. You mean it's not my grandchild? Could it be that you were having an affair? You had a husband. You had a child with another man.
I never had a child.
Huh? What a lie. I saw you walking hand in hand with a child of about 2 years old. I saw it with my own eyes.
What you saw was my stepdaughter.
What? Stepdaughter?
I mean, I remarried a single father.
Huh? Then where is my grandchild?
I don't know.
Where is the child you gave birth to? Don't hide it. Bring it out.
There's nothing to hide. Like I said before, I've never had a child.
Hey, you come to the family restaurant. It's not fair that you made me and Bob come all the way here and never showed up.
I don't think it's fair that you came here on your own.
Just hurry up and come.
I'm not going anywhere.
Why not?
I'm pregnant with my husband's child. Huh. It's a very important time for me. I'm not even in the stable period yet. If I carelessly show up in front of you now, I honestly don't know what you will do to me.
No way. You can get pregnant.
I thought you came here because you thought I had given birth, even though you were mistaken.
That's true, but you said earlier that the child you were with was your stepdaughter of your second marriage. I thought if you hadn't had the baby after all, then you must be infertile.
Anyway, I'm going to ask you to leave now. You know that I have started a life that has nothing to do with you.
No, I don't. Now I have found out that you can conceive. Then you must come back to our home.
Why?
Because it means you can have a Bob's child. Oh, I'm so happy. Finally, the day has come when I can hold my grandchild too. Linda, hurry up and pack your bags and come over here. I'll have you remarry Bob right away.
I will not remarry your son.
What? Why are you going ahead with this on your own? Oh, don't be shy. I'll make you my daughter-in-law again. Take your time and make a baby with Bob.
Please don't say such a disgusting thing. I already have a husband.
You have no choice but to leave him. You're getting remarried to Bob.
That's why I told you before. I have no intention of remarrying Bob.
What's wrong with Bob?
He listens to everything you tell him. He divorced me as you told him. And he has no intention of doing so himself. 2 years have passed, and it seems that he hasn't changed. My husband just came home, so I asked him about it. I heard that while he was talking to you, he looked down and didn't say a word.
What's wrong with the son listening to his mother?
Shall I say it clearly then?
What?
I have no intention of marrying a mama's boy.
Huh? A mama's boy?
I won't become a family again with a mama's boy and a wife-snoring mother-in-law. That's not going to happen.
What?
My husband has told me not to get worked up because it might harm my body.
Wait a minute. I need you to remarry Bob.
You're so persistent. Why are you so obsessed with me? I'm already married, so give it up. Oh, by the way, what happened to you finding a young daughter-in-law? If you have time to chase after your ex-daughter-in-law who divorced your son a long time ago, why don't you just go out and look for a new one?
The person he's remarrying has to be you.
Huh?
I told our neighbors that I actually have a grandson and that you are getting remarried.
What the heck?
Because it can't be helped. The child who was with you looks just like my grandchild.
It was just your misunderstanding.
But if you don't come back, I'll be humiliated.
That can't be helped, can it? You mistook my stepdaughter, and it was just a misunderstanding.
You want me to be the laughingstock of the neighborhood because of you?
It's not my fault. It's none of my business what the neighbors think of you.
Don't be so cold. If you remarry Bob, everything will be all right.
I'm sorry. Talking to you is stressing me out. If you'll excuse me.
Linda, wait.
After this, my ex-mother-in-law came to my house again with my ex-husband. And again, she persistently rang the intercom. She was crying and shouting, "I want to talk to Linda." The moment my husband said he would call the police, the two of them ran away together. After that, there was no more pressure on me to remarry. According to rumors I heard from my ex-mother-in-law's neighbors, My ex-mother-in-law was so eager to have grandchildren that she forced her son to go on blind dates with her, ignoring his wishes. She also applied for a matchmaking party without asking him. Even so, she could not find a marriage partner, and she became very impatient. And my ex-husband finally snapped at my ex-mother-in-law for her interference. He exclaimed, "I'm not a mommy's boy," and ran out of the house. Now she is living alone in the house, crying. I, on the other hand, gave birth to a baby the other day. I am now living with my second husband, and our family of 4 is getting along well.